This tutorial was designed to show how to test a student using SENA. It does not show all questions being asked. Here are some tips for when assessing students on SENA. Number 1. Give the students time to answer. Number 2. This is not a teaching opportunity. If the student doesn't know the answer, you must move on and not start to coach them. Number 3. The teacher can decide if the question becomes too difficult. Number 4. Watch what the student is doing when they work out the answer. Do they tap their fingers, whisper to themselves, ask for counters? Number 5. Have an assessment sheet for every student being assessed. Number 6. Place the assessment sheet to the side of the table and, if possible, out of the student's view. Number 7. Make a note of any wrong answers with comments. Number 8. Where useful, ask the students how they found their answer, but be careful not to do this too much. Numeral identification, questions 1 to 18. Show the number cards in the order that is shown.
Okay, can you tell me what these numbers say?
3, 6, 10.
Forward number word sequence, questions 19 to 29. Questions 19 to 21. Stop if the student has difficulties. Question 22 to 29. For these number after tasks, the teacher needs to decide if the student finds the number after by counting from 1 or can give the answer immediately. For example, if asked to give the number after 3, do they count 1, 2, 3 and 4, or do they automatically say 4?
Okay, can you start counting from 1 and I'll tell you when to stop in a really big voice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Can you start counting from 96 and I'll tell you when to stop.
96, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 110,
106. Got up to 106.
108, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 100, 112, 113.
Stop. Okay, what is the next number after 5?
6,
Yeah. After 9?
10,
After 13?
14,
After 19?
20.
Backward number word sequence, questions 30 to 40. Questions 30 to 32. Don't ask question 31 if the student has had problems with question 30. Questions 33 to 34. For these number before tasks, the teacher needs to decide if the student finds a number before by counting from 1 or can give the answer immediately.
Can you count backwards from 23 and I'll tell you when to stop?
23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
What number comes before 5?
6,
Before 5.
4,
What number comes before 9?
8,
Before 16?
50,
Before 20?
90.
Question 41 to 46. Each of the domino patterns is on a separate card. Show them to the student for about 1 second. If the student gives the answers to question 45 and 46, 4 plus 4 and 4 plus 5, then ask, how did you know that there were 8 or 9 dots?
I'm going to show you some dots very quickly and I'd like you to tell me how many dots you can see on the cards, okay? Okay, ready?
4, 6, 5, 3, 8,
Okay.
9,
Counting. Questions 47 to 49. Question 47. Place the group of 5 blue counters in an unplanned group, i.e. not in a line or in the dice pattern or 5. Don't count the counters when putting them on the desk.
How many blue counters are there?
5,
Okay, can you get me 8 red counters? Okay. Count them for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How many counters are there altogether?
$13.
Okay. Why did you need to use your fingers? Why were you using your fingers then? What was
Because
that helping you to do?
it helps me count and get the answer.
Okay.
Addition. Questions 50 to 52. Pay close attention to how the student solves these questions. The teacher wants to know what counting stage the student is at and will need to ask what the student did to get the answer. The teacher wants to know if the student is not able to count visible items, solve hidden tasks, and the teacher wants to know if the student can solve hidden tasks by counting from 1, count on, or use a strategy that shows growth.
Here are 4 counters. I'm going to hide them. And here are 3 more counters. How many counters altogether? Put your hands up here so we
1,
can...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay, I have 7 apples and I get another 2 apples. How many apples do I have altogether?
9.
And how were you counting to get your answer of 9?
I got another 2 fingers.
From where? From what number did you start with? So I've had 7 apples and I get another 2 apples.
9.
Okay, thank you.
Subtraction. Questions 53 to 55. Question 53 is spoken. No counters are used. Question 54 to 55. Show the counters as a group. Do not count them out in front of the student. These questions are made so that the student can show different counting strategies.
I have 7 bananas and I eat 2. How many bananas do I have left?
5.
How did you work out 5 is the answer?
If you have 7 bananas and you eat 2, it leaves out 5.
Okay. I have 12 counters and I'm taking away 3 counters. How many counters do I have left?
9.
Multiplication and division. Question 56. Place more than 12 counters in a pile on the table. Part 1 of the question. Look to see if the student can form equal groups. Note how they do this. Do they drag one counter at a time, or do they do many at a time? Part 2 of the question is aimed to show that the student's counting strategies. Does the student count by ones, or do they notice the group and count in twos or fours?
Using these counters, can you make me 3 groups with 4 in each group? Okay. And where are your groups? Can you show me your groups? There and there? Thank you. Using these counters, make 3 groups with 4 in each group. How many counters are there altogether?
12.
Thank you.
Thank you and good luck SENA testing.